Well, hello internets, here we are. I'm not 100% sure where I was the last update I did. However, I think we might have been in Brooks, Alberta, waiting for the museum to open. Well, we, meaning me and about 6 or 8 other people, were there, filtering through between 8:30 and 9:30, and nobody showed up at all. Well, you know, I had already waited an hour and I was kind of grumpy, and the truck would either be running, wasting fuel, or shut off, and then I'd be getting hot. So, you know, I kind of just pulled out of Brooks and then went on 2 other stops. It really looked like an interesting museum as well. Yes, it's a shame that whoever was on shift couldn't have been sober enough to come and do their job. Anyways, went down the road a little more. I believe it was the aqueduct that was next. And seen the old aqueduct. That was quite the must have been quite the undertaking and quite the feat of engineering genius for the time period that it was constructed. Then went down the road, found a few more towns that either were there or weren't there, but you know, it all worked out in the end, and ended up at a place called Bassano, and seen their dam. That is quite the good sized dam. I bet you there's a lot of water that flows through there in a very short period of time. Then of course went down the road a little more to Dinosaur Provincial Park, and pulled in, and it's the typical provincial park, you know, overdeveloped and crowded and everything, especially on a weekend. And I was gonna get a stall there for the night, but really I was only, whatever I was, 130 or 170 k away from Drumheller, and decided to, well, point her toward Drumheller and get her moving, right? And well, here we are now in the River Grove campsite, the same campsite that I stayed at in 2017, I believe, when I bought the cargo trailer. In fact, the weird thing is I am right next door to the stall that they put us in with the cargo trailer, and it barely fit the cargo trailer and would not fit the canyon at all. The tow vehicle, where this stall here is plenty big enough. As you can tell, the truck is in, and the trailer is in as well, and the truck isn't sticking out on the road like the canyon was, and it all works out in the end. You know, even though the morning was a bit of a rough morning, off to a rough start, you know, it's what you make of it, right? And I could have been grumpy and said, okay, fine, I'm just heading straight to Drumheller or straight to the Dinosaur Provincial Park, and missed out on the aqueduct and Bassano Dam and the towns in between, and several photo opportunities that instead I got because, well, stop, think, cool down, and everything tends to work out in the end. So I'm here at the River Grove campsite. The reason why I chose this one over the one I stayed at last year was because this one's got trees, where the one last year didn't have any trees where they parked us. So this one's just going to be a little more shadier, a little more better all the way around. So, you know, it'll work out in the end. But pretty much, guys, gonna go in, tidy up the trailer. I still have to figure out a way to keep things from bouncing around inside the trailer like they do. You know, I put things away like you're supposed to, but stuff still migrates, you know, boxes of stuff or the kettle or my lawn chairs, which tuck underneath where the table used to be, seem to migrate out with the sliding table. So, you know, I gotta figure out ways to perfect that, and maybe a strap across it to hold them in, or something else, right? Well, by the time I get all settled and all good to go, then things will be fine for the evening. But until then, I got a little bit of things to do, and it'll be what it is. Well, hello internet, here we are. Coming to you live from inside the trailer, not because it's raining or anything, but because I just woke up. This is technically the next morning, however, I'm gonna end this here vlog here. Last night, I totally crashed, probably around 7:15 last night. And slept all the way through to right around 8 o'clock or so this morning. I guess the early wake-up call at Medicine Hat, and the fact that I really didn't have a long nap when I pulled into Drumheller, just a short little recharge, maybe 15 minutes or 20 minutes or so, played the factor in crashing a little early and crashing hard. I left my stove out, left everything out from when I cooked supper, and still haven't put everything out organized or away yet, and left the truck open and all that stuff. It totally was a unintentional, but hey, it happens, right? But gonna end her all here. Today was a good day. We traveled a lot of miles. Seen some good sights today, some towns, some old structures, Dinosaur Provincial Park, and, well, ended up in Drumheller. What more can we ask for, eh? And as always, thanks for watching. Maxwell's Vlogs, comment, subscribe, and enjoy.